Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Esteban Cerrone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a general contractor, real estate developer, and real estate investor. And today I have a special video for you. One of the most important things about being a general contractor is that it's in very high demand right now. Everybody wants to be an investor. Everybody wants to flip a house or, get some work done, but no one's doing the actual manual labor. And so because of that, the supply of general contractors is very, very low while the demand is very, very high, giving us, the contractors, the power to create more money and make more money. There's a lot more people asking for our services than there are us available. This is a very great field to get into, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it over the next couple minutes here. General contracting, literally all it is moving the chess pieces around to get to the final product. You're not actually doing the manual labor either. You're just overseeing the project on the day-to-day. Now, when you get started, you might want to be some hands-on. You might have to go paint. You might have to, get your hands dirty. But hopefully, with a couple of jobs under your belt, you'll be able to systematize and make it so that you're literally just getting jobs for your guys to work. On a full gut rehab, I take a scope of work. And what scope of work is literally a list of everything that needs to be done, right? You want a house remodeled, but what does that mean? Do you want the light fixtures changed? Do you want it painted, trim? Every detail that you can put in that scope of work, it's going to save you time and money, because if not, you're not gonna be able to negotiate the entire job with certain people, and you're gonna have to keep doing add-ons. So make sure that you hone in on that scope of work. Once you completed your scope of work, you're going to find the talent to carry out that scope of work. So you're gonna find painters, you're gonna find carpenters, you're gonna find tile guys, and you're gonna negotiate these prices with, the subcontractors. Once you have that locked down, you're gonna find out what your spread is, and then you put these guys to work. So you're the one that puts the order of operations of knowing when the demo starts, and then all the way when you hand over the key to the customer. From there, you literally collect draws along the way, and that's how you make your money. You pay off your guys and you keep that extra. Insurance is crucial in this, because since you are dealing with a lot of different variables in construction and a lot of different price points, it can get very expensive if you're paying for a mistake out of pocket. So definitely get insurance. It's one of the most important things, and hopefully you don't use it, but you never know, and you definitely want to be protected. So get your LLC started, get a bank account, and then go get insurance. From there, go register in the city as a general contractor. Most cities, believe it or not, you don't need any prior experience. You actually just have to fill out an application, because the general contractor is really just a coordinator. You're depending on other subs to get the work done that are registered. Now, an HIC contractor, a home improvement contractor, you do need to take a test. It is going to take you a little bit to get to that level, but you could always get started as a general contractor. So that was all the administrative part of actually becoming a general contractor, a licensed general contractor, which you don't have to get your license to do some odd jobs here and there. So to completely get started, you can go a lot smaller, but this is how to do a licensed general contractor. Then you got to go to sales, right? So how are you going to get business? How are you going to make money in this? And all you have to do to start off, and it's the easiest way, it might not make the most money, but it's gonna make you more money than you probably make now, is go to those local real estate investment open houses, events, kind of like the Elevate event that we run. Go be around those guys, because those people are the ones that are gonna have those jobs for you. They're gonna say, hey man, I found a house, but I can't get anybody to work. I can't get anybody to do the tile. I can't do anybody to do the demo. And that's where you say, well, I got crews, I can do the demo. Start small. You don't have to take on a whole house at once, but start small. Start with demo. Once you figure out the demo process and you make a little bit of money there, go hang some drywall, then do some windows, do some flooring, stuff like that, that is going to, make you an expert of each little thing. And then when you figure out how to build an entire house, that's when you can go and take, an entire full gut rehab on by yourself and make the most money you can. The easiest way to get jobs as a general contractor is going to local real estate investor meetups. Go do some networking, shake some hands. Everybody there has work, and start with small demo jobs. So if you want to get started, make sure you're looking online. You got Facebook, you got Instagram. Literally just Google local real estate events and a plethora will show up. Go to those, network, and get some jobs. Hope you guys are getting a lot of value from this video. If you are, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Now let's get back to the video. So now that you have the jobs locked in, you're getting ready to start. So going back to that scope of work, which is very, very important. Let's assume you've already negotiated the price. Let's assume you already have the actual job. How do you actually get started in the construction part of it, the manual labor? So you're gonna wanna order some dumpsters. You're going to want to print out that scope of work and go find your demo crew that's gonna do that for you. Go mark the walls up with spray paint according to the scope of work, and make sure that you're dealing with someone that's done demo before. Just because you haven't done demo before doesn't mean you're gonna go find people that have never done this. So go find people that have done these type of jobs and just make sure you're negotiating their price lower than what you have the job for, and you're gonna be okay. So after you mark up the walls, you're gonna start coordinating with all the other subcontractors, who are gonna go next. While the demo crew gets started, they're going to, get you your clean slate. You're gonna talk to your plumbers, you're gonna talk to your electrician, and you're gonna talk to your HVAC guys. Again, you'll meet these type of guys at the real estate events, go to builder events. There's all sorts of different events you can look up on things like Eventbrite, Facebook. So once you're talking to your MEPs, which again are the HVAC guys, the electrical guys, and the plumbing guys, these guys are your three most important players in the game, because those are the three most important systems in a house, right? Think about it. Your plumbing, it's your running water, it's, where your waste goes. Your heat is electric, right? You got to plug in your curling iron, you got to, microwave your food. So electric's just as important. And then your HVAC, right? Especially here in Ohio, you need climate control. It's freezing one day, it's super hot the next. So those are the three backbones of actually building a house. So talk to those guys, make sure that their plan's in motion. What fixtures are you gonna be changing out? What outlets, if any, right? Are you moving any lines? Are you upgrading the box? All this, again, is on your scope of work. So you might say, well, I don't know what any of this means. Go research it. That's what the internet is for. Once you get a scope of work, you can literally type in each keyword into the internet and find out what that is. It's not that hard. It's just building blocks at the end of the day. You've probably learned harder things. It's just putting a little bit of effort into figuring out what this means, and then go finding a professional. You can literally find professionals online through that, through the internet as well. So type in HVAC specialist, give them a call. What does this mean? I've got a 2-ton versus a 3-ton. You know what I mean? Just do those key factors if you want to do this, so that you can make money and figure out how to build a house. And now let's go into project management. So once you have your players identified, which again are your MEPs, your demo guys, your carpenters, your painters, your floor specialists, your windows guys, and you have them all coordinated in what day that they're going to go into the house, you want to start setting that timer. It's not always going to work out, but you want to have these systems and processes in place to get you as close to those deadlines and dates that you can possibly can, right? If you have 3 months to do a project, you're going to want to map out, okay, in 3 months, I need to have everything done. What do I need to have done in a month and a half to get to that goal? What am I going to need to do in a month to get it there? And then a week, and then a day. And that's how you start coordinating, how long this project's going to take, right? Demo should take, let's say, 3 days. Cool. Plumbing's going to take 4 days. So you start projecting that out, and you start assigning tasks to each individual sub to be able to carry out, the overall project. During the project, you're going to help with material, not the 3 sub guys. Those guys are generally have their own material, but any laborers that you bring on board for drywall paint, you're going to help facilitate that material. So it's very important that you're helping measure, or having someone there that's going to help measure and make sure you're not spending too much money on material. The way you can lose money quick in this job is wasted material. So make sure that you have someone on your team looking out for you that's on site, because if those guys aren't getting their contract with material, they're not going to care if they waste more, or they screw up the material. So, but you can't also give them the power of the material. They're going to pick the cheapest material, and it's not going to be what you or your client wants. Once you've gone through the MEPs and you got drywall up, you want to constantly be inspecting the work. You want to make sure that everything is running right. If you're getting permits for a job, it makes your job pretty easy, because the city actually comes and inspects those things, and you're more of just making sure the cosmetics are right. Once you pass those big 3, you got to get your layouts, drywall up, insulation, paint, and then trim work. During the project management phase, while you're building the project, here's a couple things that I would look out for. When it comes to plumbing, if the glue is just completely down on the outside of the pipe, you probably have a bad plumber. Most decent plumbers will only leave a little bit of drippage. It's silly, but that's how you could tell a qualified person from an unqualified person. When it comes to electrical, if they have junction boxes everywhere and didn't disclose that, junction boxes are where two wires meet that do not power on a light fixture or an outlet or a switch. They're just kind of bridging the gap. It's like a jerry-rigged extension cord. If you see multiple of those throughout the house, you probably don't have the right electrician. When it comes to HVAC, if the furnace keeps kicking on and off, if you have a high electrical bill, you probably have the wrong HVAC guy. So make sure that, you know, while you're doing this job, you're looking out for those utilities, you're looking out for those sloppy jobs, because everything you do behind the walls is going to be more expensive once the project is done and nothing works. Another couple things you want to look at as far as cosmetics is the drywall patching. If they have tiny little patches everywhere, they probably don't know what they're doing. A true drywall guy smooths out the wall completely where it blends that mud and you see it as one big piece versus tiny little pieces that there actually are. When it comes to paint, use your lantern and on your iPhone and then hit it up and down. If you see any sort of smudge marks or bad paint strokes, that's something that you want to call out now, because when the true lights are on, you're going to be able to tell. And again, you've already paid that guy and he's not going to come back. So make sure that you're inspecting all these things as you're getting ready to pay. Once you've done a couple jobs, make sure you get reviews from these people so that you have more credibility going into the next events that you're going to go to. Start posting stuff on social media, start getting out there that you are taking on work. Because luckily in general contracting right now, it's not that hard to market because of the high demand. So all you have to do is put it out there, go to these events. However, there's also BuildZoom, Home Advisor, Thumbtack, and other platforms that you can get on to be able to match with customers looking for you. As a general contractor, all you have to do is pay a little bit of money. You don't have to pay money. You can do social media, but you can pay a little bit of money. I'm talking $100, $200, $300 a month to be able to get on these websites where it's the first job is going to pay that entire marketing fund. But it's very important as you scale and as you can get this done to get that marketing going so that you can drive sales up and make more money. The more experience you have, the more money you can make, and the more jobs you can do, the more money you can make. I know it's been a lot of information thrown at you, but general contracting is definitely a way that you can make a lot of money and even get into investing. I started as a general contractor. I'm now investing into properties, flipping properties, taking them down as rentals, and I've even became a real estate developer because of the value I was able to give and still give as a general contractor. So you can make, you know, millions and millions of dollars doing this. I grew my family's business from $500,000 a year to $5 million a year in less than a year, and it's all through general contracting. So if you have any questions, drop them down below. We'll make more videos to try to really get in there, because I know there's a lot of details, but we can start small and then scale up and make you guys a whole lot of money. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, like it, share it with your friends. I'm trying to bring you guys a lot of value. If you found value, go ahead and comment down below, hit the notification sign, and we'll see you next time.